PriMus IFC is the ACCA software solution that enables quantity surveyors to produce detailed and reliable cost estimates directly from IFC BIM models using artificial intelligence-driven functions to speed up their quantity takeoff operations. Let's see how it works. Let's import an IFC model. A typical model which may have been exported from any other architectural BIM design software, an MEP plant engineering application, and so on. PriMus IFC is also equipped with a high-performance model viewer and an entity's data structure with powerful filtering, transparency and visibility functions too. Let's focus more on the advanced quantity takeoff tools here on the right. First of all, we need a reference price list for our project. So, let's open one or more price list documents. Remember to check out our videos that show how to import your Excel-based price list documents for conversion to the PriMus native file format. With our price list at hand, we can use the search tool to find our item of interest, select it and drag it over to the measurements section. At this point, the software requires us to identify the entities to be accounted for in the quantity surveying process. We can do that by simply selecting the entities directly on the 3D IFC model. In this case, we're considering the partition walls. Let's just select two of them. Notice how PriMus IFC automatically identifies all other similar entities. We selected two walls, but the AI selection engine has found another 17 by itself. We can of course do more than that. We can define specific entity properties such as wall thicknesses or entities with a certain classification. By changing these selection conditions, notice how the selection is limited only to the plasterboard wall classification. With the identified entities, we can now define a measurement rule set. Set a name, a description with text and entity property variables that will be replaced with the actual geometrical values. For example, length, width, height and position within the model and, automatically by the software. Once this phase is completed, we can see that all identified entities have been included in our quantity takeoff automatically together with the application of the same rule set to all other entities too. At the top right, we have an item summary section with the unit cost, the total quantity and the total amount. With all other work sections or job categories, I can create as many rule sets as I like and save them as individual templates or even consider the quantity takeoff relating to the construction phases of work as a separate template. But what other advantages do we have with AI in PriMus IFC? Let's suppose that the IFC model needs to be updated with some design changes or extra entities are added as the project evolves. In this case, we have an updated version of the IFC file in which our design team have added extra floor plans and other entities too. So, what happens when we upload an updated version of the IFC model? As you can see in this very simple workflow, when replacing the IFC model, the artificial intelligence engine will automatically check all the correspondences between the entity characteristics present in the measurement rule sets, with the characteristics of the model entities. Let's try this same workflow using a completely different model. As you can see, the measurements data field is empty and the total is 0. Assuming we want to start from the internal plastering works, let's see if we have an appropriate measurement template for our internal plastering. In fact, here's the one we need. Let's select it and notice how we get the total amounts and relating cost for the internal plastering automatically. What about this MEP plant system model? Here we have a complex model with all electrical and plumbing components for which we have specific measurement templates. We can apply them to automatically generate our project cost estimate with a quote. With this AI-based software technology applied to IFC BIM models and quantity takeoff workflows, we can really become highly productive providing precise and reliable data with direct correspondence between the cost data and the IFC entities. You can really amaze your office colleagues by extracting precise measurement and cost-related data using these efficient measurement rule sets and saving them as templates for use in other projects too. Simple data structuring functions also allow us to organize the resulting cost estimate in work sections, categories, or work breakdown structures, save as PDF documents, print to paper, export to Excel and Word, or save in the DCF format for further document management with other solutions of the PriMus suite. Using the integration functions, if I have PriMus installed on my PC, I can also add new entries, insert new measurements and get an updated cost estimate directly within PriMus IFC.